Hey, what's good everybody, it's your girl French Vanilla here, and today I'm going to be learning UK region guessing metas in GeoGuessr. So, without further ado, let's jump right into the video. Okay. I feel like most of these are probably going to be architecture metas, maybe, or zip code metas. That's kind of my guess for this one. Okay. 028.co.uk. Portadown. Is Portadown a place? Maybe. High Street Mall. Okay. There's something on that sign over there. Okay, Armagh. What does that feel like? Does that even feel like the UK? Or like where in the UK does that feel like? Belfast? Does it say Belfast on the top of the sign? Is this an England flag? I think this might be Northern Ireland. Okay, cool. We did get Northern Ireland right, so we were correct about that at the end. Like, we revised once we had more info. So, phone number 028 Northern Ireland. So, landline phone numbers in the UK always have 9 or 10 digits after the 0 trunk code. The first 2 to 4 digits after the 0 are the area code. Unfortunately for GeoGuessr players, not much rhyme or reason to their geographic ordering. However, the area codes of some large cities are still worth memorizing. The most important ones are summarized in this infographic. Notably, all of Northern Ireland uses the phone code 028 and all of London uses 020. Okay, so 028 for Northern Ireland and then 020 for London. We got like Southampton for 023, Cardiff for 029, I think. Okay, let's just try to remember these two first. So 20 and 28. 20 and 28. Is this one a phone code meta? Probably not. Probably has something to do with this, like, bus stop thing. I feel like because it says bus with, like, a BWS, it kind of makes me think Wales. Like, maybe it's, like, a Welsh bus stop. So I'll go near Swansea. Okay. So we were in Wales, so we did get that right, but we could have been closer. This was Southern Wales Valley architecture. This valley northwest of Cardiff has a very recognizable look, featuring many terraced houses and brownstone walls with colorful windows, and often have this unique shape made out of pastel around the windows and doors. Elevation can often be seen, and huge hills and mountains can often be seen. Okay. Note, similar valleys with the same look can be found elsewhere in Wales, but this one is by far the largest. Okay. This is a big, like, flat kind of, like, valley, maybe? Like, I do see a little bit of, like, hills and stuff in the back. Where do I think we are? Maybe in Scotland is my guess because of the land. I'll go, like, up here near Pitlochry. Okay. This was United Kingdom, North York Moors. So North York Moors has a district moorland landscape. Okay, so moorland is the type of landscape we were in. Features rolling, mostly brown moorlands with rough grasses and patches of low vegetation. Okay. Not close at all there. Okay. 020 we just learned is London. No? Okay. Maybe that wasn't the area code and that was something else, because I swear 020 was like the London area code before. Or maybe it just extends really, really far. Distinct stone walls. So houses and walls that are made out of pebble stones or flint stones, meet the flint stones, with red brick built into them are found in East Anglia, most commonly in Norfolk, and they can also be found on the south of Sussex and East Sussex. These stones rarely have a different color, like yellow or black. Okay. Distinct stone walls. Are these walls distinct stone walls? I don't think they feel the same as last time. White license plate though. Interesting. Mostly yellow plates, okay. What is the meta here? Probably something to do with like the houses, like the interwoven kind of like the brick and then just like the wall. Maybe. It might be this like low rock wall thing. I don't know. We'll go near Birmingham. Okay, these were castle stone walls. So stone walls that look like a castle wall are mostly found in North Wales, especially towards Anglesey and in Anglesey. They can also sometimes be found elsewhere in Wales. Okay. Castle stone walls. Okay, 11K, not bad to start. Let's keep going. This low-key does not feel like the UK. Like, I don't know if I'd go UK here if I didn't know it was like a UK only map. Left side driving, of course. Okay. Is this some sort of like national park? Like the moorlands were in like this national park. I feel like this is probably similar, but maybe not exactly the same. I'll go in like the North Pennines National Landscape. Okay, we're all the way further south. So New Forest Landscape. So the New Forest has a distinctive look with a mix of forest and heathland landscape. I don't really know what heathland means, so I'll throw up a definition on the screen so y'all can learn with me if you didn't already know. Okay, well that is probably a sign I could like use to help like 5K where I am, but I kind of don't want to look at it because, I mean, I could always use that information as, like, a no-mover moving player. But let's see what the metas are. Maybe it is the electrical, like, this yellow thing on the post. I know there's a way to tell apart, like, the UK and Ireland by this thing on the post. But I don't know what it is off the top of my head. Claybrook and Ulisthorpe. Okay. Brinklow. Nothing on here that screams like a particular like part of the UK. Maybe it's just like arm support on the pole tops. It could be that. Okay, so I think it's either this electrical sign, the supports on the poles, or maybe it's something to do with this sign on the left, but I kind of don't want to look too hard because, I mean, not the point of the video, so I'll go north of London. Okay, a little bit even more north of London, so A5 roads. So the main A roads in the UK are grouped by their first digit after the A. For example, A380 will be located in the southwest of the country. Beware that A roads starting with any digit from 1 to 8 can be found in Northern Ireland. Okay. So imagine the UK as a clock. The digits go clockwise starting at 1 and ending at 9, and let's take a look at it. Okay. So it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Nope, 8, 9. 9 is this part that sticks out. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. 1, 2, 3. We'll try to get that memorized so we can get a better region guess. But it is all in order, so it should not be too difficult, I feel. Left side driving. These are very like short brick houses, so I think that'll be the meta. We have yellow plates, of course, and not yellow plate. Maybe I'll just go near Luton. Okay, not horrible, could have been better. This was a gravel front garden meta. So Lincolnshire, Norfolk, and the Fens commonly have bungalows with neat gravel front gardens. Okay. I see like the gravel instead of like the yard. We are very like low, it feels like. Okay, Magistrates Court. Bus stop. Okay, yellow bus stop. That's probably something to do with the meta. Like maybe the little symbol on the sign there. Any area code in there? It says .uk, which is makes sense since we're playing a UK only map. Manchester. I mean, okay, so we're probably just gonna go near Manchester in the UK, right? But any other metas that I notice? Maybe it is something to do with the bus stop. That is my guess. So let's go near Manchester. Maybe we'll go in Stockport because Manchester is that way. Oh, sick. Okay. We did get the right city. That's probably like the best guess we've had so far, and maybe the best one we'll get all video. But Greater Manchester bus stop sign. So this bus stop sign can be found in Greater Manchester. It has the phone code on it and the M logo on the top left corner with a bunch of other things like a B on the right, which is a symbol on the top right. Okay. The logos and phone code can only be seen on one side. A different version can be seen in older coverage, which will be completely white with a huge M logo on it, which is like a squiggly like worm. Okay. Manchester. Definitely architecture based because these are all like yellowish bricks. Like I don't know if they're like limestone or something like that, you know? But all the houses seem to have the same makeup here. So I feel like it's gonna be somewhere in England. We'll go near Leicester. Okay, cool. Not horrible. This was limestone architecture. Okay, so we identified it was limestone, but didn't know exactly where it was. So this golden colored limestone is very common in and around Cotswold, which is... Where's Cotswold? Cotswold, not Cotswold. I don't know where Cotswold is. Here-ish, I guess. Anyway, especially towards the north. So we were closer to Moreton in Marsh this time. Okay. All right, 11,000, kind of the same score. We'll keep going. Okay, those are places. 966. I'm thinking because it says like 9 on the route, like maybe we're up here in Scotland because it's like 8-9, right? So I'll go near Dundee. But we'll look around. Maybe it's like an architecture meta, like the stone or something like that. But frankly, I'm just gonna go with like the route number and we'll go here. Okay, wow, even more far north. It would just happen to be in these islands up here, which I didn't know were in the game. So good to know that. This is definitely some sort of like landscape national park, maybe, perhaps. I think I'll go. Do you see any water nearby? Oh, not really. Maybe we'll go in this Northumberland National Park. Okay, this was the Moors National Park, like the one that we had before, but I didn't remember exactly which one. So, North York Moors has a distinct moorland landscape. Okay. Moors. Marketplace. Left side driving. What is unique about this? Maybe the orange like tape on all of these signs, like we can see on these 2 signs up here, and then the lampposts in the back, there's a lot of like this orange tape, which I don't know what it means. We have a rock wall. We have a lot of like, is this limestone architecture? Kind of hard to tell from a little bit further away, but we'll go near Moreton and Marsh because that is where the limestone architecture was last time. Okay, not horrible. This was orange tape. So in Northamptonshire, you can often find orange tape wrapped around poles. A white sticker with blue text and numbers and a diamond-shaped icon on it can commonly be seen as well on the poles. Okay, and we were closer to Oundle. Oundle. 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Okay, a lot of like brick on the, like red brick on the houses. Bus stop with the B. Bus stop with the B. We just had is like outer Manchester, right? So I'll go in Stockport again. Okay, I'll take it at 4.4. Like we were in outer Manchester. I just guessed in like the wrong like smaller city, but it was a greater Manchester bus stop sign, which we did remember. This is the Moorlands, I think, right? Or is this a different one? Cool, we were in the Moorlands, so we got that one. All right, when we're getting ones that we had before and like repeated, we're doing better on them. We got 14K this time. We got the Moorlands and the outer Manchester bus stop sign. So let's see what more we can learn. Kind of a sloped hill, kind of foggy. What does it say? End? Something end. E-wed? I don't know what word would be that first one. Like, it's something to do with, like, this, like, bike lane, right? De-wed? I'm trying to think of, like, what word it could be, but because I'm, like, not sure, maybe I'm thinking it's, like, Welsh or Scottish. That is my guess here because I don't really have much else to go off of, so I'll go in Wales. We'll go near Caerphilly. Okay, we're in Wales. Yeah, okay, we're closer to Snowdonia National Park and Lawnfair. So blue stickers. So blue stickers with blue in them, excluding blue letters and numbers, are found in North Wales. Light blue stickers are found in Inglesey. Green, white, dark blue stickers are found in Denbighshire. And purple, white, light blue stickers are found in Conwy. Generic blue stickers are found in Flintshire, Wrexham, and Gwynedd. They are very rare in Gwynedd and are mostly found in Flintshire and Wrexham, east part of North Wales. Other blue stickers can also occasionally be found in North Wales. Okay. So we didn't get Wales there from the meta of the blue sticker because we didn't know before, but we got it from the language, which is cool. Definitely more than one language on that sign. Pontuan. Does this feel like Scottish or Welsh? Northern Ireland, perhaps? Definitely not England. I think this feels more Welsh. Maybe. We'll go near Newport. Okay, we did guess in Wales, so I'll definitely take that. So, Wales, Welsh language. So, Welsh is a Celtic language that is spoken throughout Wales. Road signs in Wales are usually bilingual, English and Welsh. Towns often have Welsh names too. Welsh uses the letters D, W, and Y much more commonly than English. The double L is also very distinct. Scottish, Gaelic, and Irish are both also Celtic languages. They can look somewhat similar to Welsh. Okay. Yeah, I see the abundance of the DW and Y more in this like word here, and then a double L. Is this somewhere on the sign? Yeah, they're like Jan Barris. Okay. Although I don't know if the double L is pronounced in Welsh. Let me know down below if it is, because I'm like thinking like the Spanish, like the double L is like more of like a Y sound, but it could be different. Wow, I like ton of cars. Very like, I think like kind of like mid-sized brick houses, like not the super short ones, not the ones that are super tall either. Lots of birds. Hello, birds. What do I think the meta is here? Probably something to do with the houses, like the architecture, like the brick style. Maybe this like pattern, because it's kind of interesting. They're like rounded shapes. So we'll go in London near Cambridge. Okay, this was Birmingham yellow tape/paint. So the majority of poles and signposts in Birmingham have either yellow tape or yellow paint wrapped around them. Lampposts will also usually have this yellow sticker. Okay. I haven't been looking at the tape that much, so I definitely should look at it more. Okay. We see the rock wall. We see kind of like the tall mountains. And what kind of animal is that? Like a sheep? Hello, sheep. We love sheeps. I think because of like the mountainous and like the fogginess of it, it feels like a national park. Not the Moorlands one. I don't think it feels exactly like that. Maybe I'll go in Cairngorms National Park in Scotland. Okay, well, we knew it was a national park, but not the correct one. So, Stone Walls, the Lake District, North Pennines, Yorkshire Dales, Nidderdale, and Peak District are very hilly and have a lot of stone walls. Stone walls can appear in other national parks and places, but not as much as these 5 national parks, which have a majority of the stone walls. The Lake District is by far the hilliest, with plenty of exposed rock, along with the North Pennines and Yorkshire Dales. It sometimes features abandoned-looking barns. Beyond that, I'm not sure how to tell them apart. Okay. We are in a city, kind of a lot of brick. Any tape on the pole? No blue tape, no yellow tape, okay. Carriage, something carriage, okay. I'm trying to see if it's like bilingual on that sign, but it doesn't show. Anti-vandal paint, okay. So it seems like maybe we're in England from like the language on everything, but I don't really see. Oh, is this yellow tape? Were they orange, maybe? Orange or yellow? Where is the orange tape? I don't remember. Maybe Peterborough? Nope, this was Liverpool. Okay, Liverpool street signs have an L a lot of times in the bottom right corner, and a majority of the signs have a unique shape and commonly have the text City of Liverpool written on them. I don't think the one we had City of Liverpool on them, but I do see the unique shape. It's kind of like, it's not a rectangle because it kind of looks more like a battery, if that makes sense. Like with like a thing sticking out. Yeah. Okay. Ooh, bollard, which is reminding me of a French bollard. No? Doesn't that look like a French bollard, or am I like? Anyways, Dornoch Bridge Quarry 08. I don't think this is one of the area codes I know. Definitely like a French looking bollard in the back too. So I'm thinking, like, if it's a French bollard, is it ever Guernsey? Maybe? I don't even know if Guernsey is in GeoGuessr really, but French bollard plus it's a UK map. This is where I want to go. And I want to go there because, like, you know, like Harry from the Sidemen, like, his family is from Guernsey, and they kind of speak French or something, or he knows some French. I don't know. That's why I'm going here. Okay. Well, the complete opposite. So, Scotland, red and white bollards, which really remind me of the French bollards for some reason. So, in Scotland, you can often find these red and white bollards. They're round, bulky, and have a red and gray reflector that wraps all the way around. They are sometimes found in other parts of the UK. It looks similar to the French one. However, there are some small differences. For example, the Scottish bollard is round on the top, while the French one is more spiked. Okay, I do see that. It is, like, more of, like, a rounded shape versus, like... Okay. Alright, good to know, because we kind of went on the opposite side there. Kilmarnock. This feels more Northern Ireland, just like the language on that, but I'm not sure. I've not heard of any of these places. Lead Mining Museum. Do we see any bollards? We see yellow tape in the pool. A lot of sheep. Okay. No, these are the Scottish bollards. Again, right? Like that we just had. I don't know if the bollard is the meta in this round, but we will take that for hopefully at least getting the right country. And then should we scan for Kilmarnock and Dumfries? Okay, here right now, Kilmarnock and Dumfries are those big places. Dundee, like Crocodile Dundee. A76. I could look for their route too. That probably would help me get a better guess here. A75, okay. A76, so Dumfries and Kilmarnock. Dumfries. And where's Kilmarnock? So many places. I like kind of want to get the 5K because, well, I know it's not the point of the video, but now that we've like gone through a couple of like meta rounds and like I could maybe. Why am I not seeing Kilmarnock and Mennock? Am I too zoomed in? Possibly. Kirkland, like Costco. Well, we can't be too far from here if I don't find it soon. It should be along the A76, right? I'm like looking like not even in the right area. Does A76 go south? I don't think so. Thornhill, Mennock, okay. So somewhere, an intersection between Dumfries and Kilmarnock. So, between them, so between up here and where we are, we're somewhere like Thornhill, you know? Is there a road name? Welcome to Mennock. Oh, we're actually like right by Mennock. Okay. Wait, I lost it. Okay, up here. Welcome to Mennock. Like something like here. A little loop-de-loop. You know? Could it be? Could that be? Could it be? 1917. I think this might be the 5K. Okay, that was not too painful, so we'll definitely take that. Getting a 5K on a UK meta, region guessing video, so A7 roads. So I didn't even get it because of the roads. I got it because of the bollard we had in the last round was repeated here. So Scottish bollard, but the road numbers, again, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Okay, not bilingual on the signs. Maybe feeling more like England is my guess. TJ Maxx, okay, 020, which is, I think, London or kind of like further south of London, like somewhere in this area. Do I think we're in London? London Borough of Brent. Ooh, it actually has like the borough on the sign. Is Brent a big place you can see if we're like zoomed out at this level? Paddington, like the bear? I didn't know that was a place. I just thought it was like the bear. but I think he's a British bear, so that kind of makes sense. We're gonna look a little bit for Brent, but if I don't find it, that's okay, because we'll just plonk it in London, because we won't be too far, but maybe it's a easy 5K once we can find Brent. This feels a little bit too far out. If you're watching this and you're from the UK, you're probably like, I know exactly where this 5K is, but I'm not from the UK, I'm from the US, so don't really know my London boroughs all too well. Acton, Chiswick, Richmond, Hounslow, Hampton, Feltham, Worcester, Abbey, Wimbledon, Streatham, Norwood, Anerley, Bromley, Greenwich, Plumstead. I don't want to give up, but also I'm like, wow, there's a lot of neighborhoods here. I'll give it one more look at this level, and then we'll just plonk it kind of in the middle of London, Norbury, Brixton, Brent, Rush Green. Yeah, I'm not seeing it. I don't think it's here in Paddington, but I'm going to plonk it in Paddington because I like the name. Oh, shoot. We were, right there. I don't even see Brent when I, zoom in, so I think it's okay. We didn't spend too much time on it. But we got the London phone number, area code, so 020, which we saw on the truck, and then also on the street sign, it said City of London, Borough of Brent or something like that. We got 4.8 though, so we'll definitely take that. Holy, what? What is this? This is, are we on Ben Nevis or something? At the top of a mountain? This is kind of, I'm not thinking UK here, but I mean, obviously it is UK. Where are we? This is Snowdonia. I know Ben Nevis is one of the biggest mountain peaks, right? Because that's always a trivia in the Sidemen or other UK YouTuber videos. What are the mountain peaks in the UK? Where is Ben Nevis? I don't know, but I know it's somewhere in the UK. It's probably more north, right? Somewhere. How far north does the UK go? Is this Scotland? This is part of Scotland, right? Do we just go max north in Scotland and hope? I mean, part of me is also what if it's an island down here, something that Britain or the UK owns or something like that? I'm not sure, but I was not expecting to see this kind of location today, so we'll go here. Okay, we were actually in Cairngorms National Park, so this is Ben Macdui. So on Ben Macdui, Scotland's second highest mountain, trekkers often encounter a lot of snow depending on the elevation. Okay. Ben Macdui, Cairngorms. Okay. Alright. We are in kind of hazy coverage, not the same kind of quality of coverage I'm used to, so maybe I'm thinking just based on that Isle of Man or something. We haven't had any Isle of Man metas, and I think that they are maybe in a lower gen coverage, but I'm not entirely sure. Jet Wash Center. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really see anything that I recognize meta wise, but I think because of the lower quality of coverage, I will go in Isle of Man. It could be Jersey or Guernsey or something like that. It doesn't feel the coverage that we get in the rest of the UK, so I'm thinking here. Okay, cool. We were in Isle of Man, so we'll definitely take that. It was a good instinct to go there. I don't know, this meta isn't showing the quality of the camera, but I think that definitely helped me to get here. So Isle of Man license plate. So similar to the UK, the Isle of Man uses a white front license plates with yellow rears, but with a red strip on the left. Okay. This is what it looks like blurred and not blurred. Okay. All right, well, we got 15K there, which I think is our best score yet. So I think we'll call it there for today. So Thank you so much for watching this video of me learning UK region guessing metas in GeoGuessr. If you enjoyed this video, let me know down below. Also have the map linked in the description if you want to try it out yourself. Thank you so much again for watching the video. Don't forget to subscribe to French Vanilla, and have a great day!